the acting Chief Justice to be appointed as the Chief Justice at the appointment committee. The majority leader, Mahama Yariga, says he will not allow the minority leader, Afenyo Makin, to use some words to describe the committee that sat to remove the former Chief Justice Tokunu, and also use some words against the acting Chief Justice. It was a showdown. Chairman Bernard here for no so the whole papa no. They went into concave, came back, and Sembebre. Now, Oruli a call for portions of Afenyo Makin's opening remarks, especially references to the committee and Justice Puaman, to be expunged from the records. Yentieno, what transpired?
Justice Gabriel Puaman is here in person. At no point will he have the opportunity of responding to any issue raised about him. None of the committee members will have the opportunity here and then to make comment. Therefore, for you jumping into a conclusion to say that their report amount to a travesty of justice without any of them having the opportunity to respond offends our rules. I will consequently order that anything in relating to the committee and Justice Puaman should be expunged from our record. That is my ruling.
Okay. Afenyo Makin assembly say or say and some bebre na wo court. One more ehwe ni mu say court no ebetena so. Na Justice Bafuboni obi ampam no obi anhye no. Adentina onko so acti kopim say on be clarify the lawful removal of the former Chief Justice Tokuno. Afenyo Makin
6 Article 1446 provides for an acting Chief Justice in circumstances of vacancy. There is therefore no institutional crisis. There is therefore no vacuum requiring urgent action. My Lord, Justice Bafuboni could continue serving in acting capacity until the courts have provided clarity on whether Her Ladyship Justice Araba Esaba Tokonu was lawfully removed. In our view, all that is happening does not amount to some objectivity at play. We rather see a fait accompli. Chairman, it is also our view that for the sake of our country's democracy and rule of law, the grant of 3 weeks extension for the learned Attorney General for leave for extension of time was rather on.
Okay. Na mkasa mode to aso ho na kofa ansem ni nyina bae. To Afenyo Makin. O se Ghana hanomo say ye makwan say obi ko court say open leave. Say ye extend the bibi man no ye nhwemu a the courts and the laws grant 2 weeks. Tie den ena Attorney General nkwa court no ma no 3 weeks. Enra it was showdown in Tokyo. I will keep you within the rules. I got to Afenyo Makin. Exchanges then nyagro. Yentebie.
In this parliament, you don't understand those rules. I'll be surprised. Yes, I intend to be offensive because he has told me that I am here to deliberately obstruct the minority. What did you say about that? To describe my conduct here as deliberately obstructing the minority when I'm trying to keep him to the rules. When you say the conduct of a judge, we're not talking about the personal conduct, who he slept with and who he didn't sleep with. We're talking about his work, how he conducted his work. You are saying that the committee conducted its work in an opaque manner. That's what you are saying. In darkness, that's what you are saying. And that the outcome of their work is a travesty of justice. That's what I'm saying. And you are not in court challenging the conduct of the committee. You are not. You as a person, you are not in court challenging the conduct of the committee. You know the rules in the Constitution regarding the work of the proceedings. You haven't shown at any stage that the rules in the Constitution governing the work of the committee have been breached in any way. How can you come and sit here and describe the work as opaque, travesty of justice, and improper removal, and etc., and expect me to sit here and allow you to do that? You are clearly violating the rules. And when I try to guide you how to go about your work, then you say that I'm trying to obstruct you.
Honourable Majority Leader, you've made your point.
Okay. Now, minority MPs finally exited at the appointment committee. And on our motion, almost say, Obokum Faninkum. So, Mujarenes for Muhum Empire, Omufo Madi, Omuviena, a year Konongum Rashibi Janimiba, Annie Dean, Ayumedwenchi, Ekasai.
And I think that we cannot hold everybody to ransom. And I think it is the decision of the entire minority that our point is well made. And at the end of the day, on the matter of principle and what has transpired, there are matters pending up, some before the ECOWAS, some before other courts, and we have not exhausted them. And we think that until those processes are exhausted, it is not right for us to vet another Chief Justice. Nobody has anything against Justice Bafuboni personally, but on a matter of principle, we needed to abstain from this. And since we are going to vote against the processes anyway, I don't think there's, we have to give rise. We have to sit in and accommodate this give and take, especially when they have made up their mind that whatever we say, they are going to object to that, and that they will not let sanity prevail. So we thought that we should give peace a process. Yeah.
Okay. Na kasa mua no mubusa ne se wona ade atai tumu. Na say ai. Na 70 years in prison there Ade. I don't say I'm my atai 70 years because some man even 30 years and come in the first person who people or baby kume.
We sit in Accra here when a magistrate at Gosu decides to send the boy to prison for 3 years. We sit in Accra here and say the man stole only a bunch of plantains. Do you know what it means to what the bunch of plantains means to my mother? It's like stealing your car. You see, so, I mean, there are so many reasons. The magistrates and the judge, they are trained. They have this, the sentencing guidelines. They have them. But sometimes they have to go beyond it. In my youthful days, I gave somebody 70 years. Atayi, I gave him 70 years. And what I told myself was that if Atayi was given 30 years and he comes back, my family will be the first family he will attack. So by the time he comes back after 70 years, I'll be dead and gone.
Obi life. Obi life. Say me jailu na me so me dwene ho because my mouth 70. Now my teta. He say I be already 25. By the time I be 55, I be kume. Hey, eti judges no say do me be o mu consider we nyina. We. Chief Justice nominee and also no there. anka elections yento about November 7th instead of December 7th. The reason is about December 7th now election petitions bebre they be obi di akogina court. One show ya within that space of time no. December 7 to 7 January swearing in no. Now and some bebre aba. Name of November 7 there. Yeah, November 7, December 7, 2 months. It's enough to settle every dispute. Now, the two Obama no dispute one no yet me a clear no. Yentie Chief Justice and nominee.
At most of these forums or fora where we discussed the elections in Ghana, we came to the conclusion that it should be possible to have the election petition concluded before the 7th of January, the inauguration day. And the first suggestion that came, which we think was a masterstroke, was that we should have the elections on the 7th or the 8th of November. If we have the elections on the 7th or the 8th of November, by the 10th, the results would have been declared. If we have the results declared on the 10th of November, we have 20 more days before even November ends. Then 31 days of December, then 6 days of January, making a total of 57 days. Assuming we want to stick to even the 42-day window provided by CI 99, we can have the election petition filed, responded to, and everything tried within the 42 days because we have 57 days.
Okay. I know a Chief Justice nominee. Now, Oka bail was him. So people granted bail still stay in prison because they cannot meet bail conditions. Also, it's a very big systematic problem that they must fix. Bail.
Some people in the prisons who have been granted bail, actually. They have been granted bail, but they are still there because they can't meet the bail conditions. And not that the bail conditions are too high. Sometimes they are too high. But in most cases, they are not. In so many cases, they are not. And so you find somebody in prison, somebody on remand, who has been on remand for 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And those of us outside will say, hey, if this man had even pleaded guilty and he had been convicted, he would have spent only 3 years. But because he pleaded not guilty, he's on remand, and his case is not being tried, and he has spent 5 years. But that is not the fault of the judge. If you appear before the judge and you say you are not guilty, you are not guilty. The judge says you are released on bail. But there are some people, unless you say they should sign their own bail bond, they can't get anybody to come and bail them. Unless you release them on their own self-recognizance, they will not get anybody to come and bail them. I mean, there are some of them, and as a judge, we have conditions.
Okay. Enti eno no wo ho. Ose ne botai ne say justice system no obe rolling out in all regional capitals because of fee say expanding digital justice delivery across the country is a vision and is the way to go. Yentie no tiawa.
One of the things that that is there, but it is not really nationwide, is the e-justice system. The e-justice has been introduced. It's been going on for some time now, but it looks like the e-justice, which is supposed to help us in so many ways, is only within Accra. And also, even within Accra, it is within the law court complex. It is my hope and ambition that we will have a rollout of the e-justice to all the regional capitals by the time that my term is out, by the end of next year. All the regional capitals. The aim is to get e-filing, e-justice to all courts in the country.
Okay. Now, Enra, gold board for Ekoche, Nipa Makumaku Edununu, including foreigners. They are dealing in illegal gold trading. Ghana has a Siano. It's criminal. Say, wo obetimi after far good akotamo be abra enye gold board a licensed agent and answer gold board for now Tomayo. The deputy CEO of gold board Richard Nunekwebu and one intention for
saying report and receipt retrieve 8 gold bars concealed on the premises, various gold trading agreements, assaying report and receipts, 112,500 United States dollars, 64,014 Ghana cedis in cash, and 2 sidearms found in the possession of suspect Clement Aglago and Emmanuel McAddy. Preliminary investigations confirmed that Legend Precious Metal was operating without a valid license for the Ghana Gold Board.
Okay. Womachi they say I license so now cotton gold. Hey. You're a duchum ne kasei. Dr. Duchum say, and you no credit that. Say Ghana Hanomo, MPP. Ye do ko baku mienu ansa na awene. Say ye repeat answer. Was it buzia wo call one time for your mic yo.
Hilary man, oba baku pe. Ebinum e kan say. Jesa oba baku mienu miensa. Omanpani buzia oba baku po. Buzia. Baku pe. And the party no win here no be prime minister. Hilary man, oba baku pe. Ebi esite. Dr. Bitu oba baku abeji tumi na mama. Engineer ni mienu na miensa. Obi betu de baako na make akwa na refi ahafuni Asante. Asante region. Emma yenya presidency under President Kufuor. Omoma no 80.5%. Victor Ousua wenya abano Asante former the highest votes. Entina abano called runoff. Mo amokai PFP. Eya die won wi asinyina. Baby a ufre no omo tu abama o esin baby a yeden ufri ho e wo baby a e home region advantage enye bibia se enipa ati won hu se nipa we ye dia obi pade akotoko yenye na bro e check
Obi pade akotoko yenye na bro ba o mi also enam na wo say outside that tag no eno nso so free hin. I say I feel Baumia outside.
The bang, Dr. Baumia, Oba the bang. Somewhat. Oba the bang. La, oh no, you didn't buy, you never buy. I say, Ombe aqua. Na, we need Juma into uncle. And somewhat is asem no. Somewhat is asem no. More mokas asem no. Omunti ye party abakosem asye omunti nasye unim ye party abakosema ubehu se Ghana henyina yenyina ye by different tribes ena ebe hihye ya saako ya ye woyi ubehu se Gans adangbefo ewo ho Muslim Association Party ewo ho Ashanti ewo ho Northern People's Party ewo ho nenyina eba kabomu to form the United Party ye koi efrimu ebaye enti Northern People's Party ye no eno no na the biggest at the beginning of the United Party eno no the biggest party and na omo 15 seats na SD Dombo and the leader, the chairman of the Northern People's Party. Na me papa Mumuni Baumia, only vice chairman to SD Dombo in the Northern People's Party. Enti Usha Mabeye Party running mate 8 years. Running mate in opposition. Before Yababa and my running mate 8 years. Mako Supreme Court akojina ho ama party ma na ohwe ejuma aseye to a Bank of Ghana and African Development Bank first moti say na me nya accident bi ejuma enti na me court no ewo accident a minya on the way from Bole to Accra me free Upper West na meba and a minya sa accident no nyame na ema me anwu no for that accident munyina munim said e koye me be ye vice president 8 years ewo party mu na obia so di agency say I've been the most impactful vice president in the history of Ghana. And yes sir
yes sir it's obia born said the bobro Nemos for akwache a galamsey campaign. Yes, it just a one easy. Idrisu Zakari. Udi galache will be. I will see no. Now, yes, oh boy. Okay. Gentlemen, Akwaba. Now I want to say. Okay. Yamre no criteria about and who has said information about Ghana for. And now no pay. I'm going to have in my fold the treasurer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Charles Jamana, Obabe Srame, na MPP for the Home Sikaso, Massa, and Maha Sao. Cause MPP Sikano Febibra 4 billion no me teach an in our tie catch us say over hano say I'm a strain I'm a Samia need Dr. Charles Jamana says Sikana Omodi amam some fanya partner Tibibra
Mama ni say papa ni see bi anim na bi anim
aha ti wo de so unim na ba ha be ye wani ma yi bia wa juma be di wa no pe
opposition
Dr. China and open me no fia be di komo bebre about MPP no music asem o ma bra bo mo bone life in opposition how it is okay ajako na ene yamre ne ko timi embo ne tew no obi antimi kasa bi ma mintie
boss ma me na sia no pay na minchia ya tifo ahwefo na pay so aropa impese me he nemos kakra enra akoba say
am kaso me ya mashi wa buto mo go feel still am tiesi
akoba say wasi echi de wasi echi no ya chi no aside so ye 100,000 de to ho any hun sensem nyina
guy need 100,000 to also money as a scan no more Ade Akye Abia name was why Hey, Vanguard for Vanguard, nobody any bia.
And Radi and the Anian Common.
Now, go man and on the Comunsiano. Omo catch and say, won't share more.
Yes, no, my
say Vanguard for the baby, no more hinto.
No, my dear.
Jack, Yabeba operation war a Mansor Croponti, Srawa, and the mamma Mawai. We are no Shiano one young Cantano, or Jim Bafu.
Yes. I know Chile says a penny for just like an American, so Mocase or Macon Galamsey, yeah, because you're between me.
That's right.
Unless otherwise, say one more other reasons being tia, yenim, and when Tinabi or Muntumi and Consa Galamsey fighty. And I think say it's a plus. Say Omame who say campaigns, they are dealing with them now. na omo arrest omo ento aso sa ma ne nkoye enrade no nko a ye tie na na che ate ada. However timemufo no nso no womo nso ewa asudie se nemos voa ebia America nipa no onu free tamale but ya tasking no so omra man so akropon oba be arrest just to make sure say woda chinsuo ne woda chi asase na wote so ne da chi mframa na obehome no ebetumi akoyie dia ma na se wo se wontwe a it means wa ena wankasa wo ye de uku ho enne ochena ene da chi fo mbeba. I think setting memufo no so ewo a certain responsibility say obunyina ekabo because so unya skani nyina ena ochena what the beka akosa ho yade one we ye yade no so ebebo no ebe yade a eso chen
enedro
yes ebe yade a so kesi sika na wanya na nne no ise bia wasa akopem mo miensa enan na watumi asa ho yade was we nyina ekoso nyina na mframa no na essay ensuo essay nsase essay crops no essay sa livestock moyi di omubedi ne di ombenom ni nyina nso ase ehye abasa wanya sika but this wa bokansa na watumi afidi this wa bokansa na watumi live the way you want to live. I think it's a plus na kitwe bi on enra the course our parliament.
That's right.
And now, mate, what's our name? Say the majority of all a year Haruna Idrisu, wabe minority da, wabe leader or a year the house da. Almost so a year at 2 forcing more ho, and to some extent, length, because say speaker and so ho. And if the leaders of the majority call Australia, they will have somebody to call them and then tell them say, "Okay, we na moya mutu idea." I say. Eya trapo nti munya ni say I was thinking say the minority in so why na wo hosisi ya because they come here say o man say afenyo nya lose ni coolness decision bi obeteki bia no ano obi ni wa say obehye da a whisper bibidi ato ni trimu ne na sumu no aka say we ni de wa say ye idea kakaba say ni bunya food afu so sorry o sorry. So nya decision obeteki affect minority ni nyina. I think they should get somebody obesha say whisper bibi e dey goodness because that's otu anamon bi odnoa in his knowledge so onye tu sa anamon no okwa
you follow suit
the same thing
azante
me make to work akra e be chetie for na do master for nyina me se ne kwa da jakon anchia na o man dey tell say the razzle dazzle, mechanic say the razzle dazzle of the minority is becoming quite too many. She enra, oh my feel more presence. And yes, more MPP party nunkwa na Ghana for Otabamamu, more representatives, we are constituencies. Two,
Sompa
oh my, man Kokrano, man, Ghana for MDC for absolute majority. I say virtually they can do business without you. And he said, "Uka sa wonko parliamenta. Nipa na to abama pesaso no. Ye na what is some franchise
here. Parliament.
I mean, Oman ko the vetting no anko busa papa no question ba ko na menu bi no.
But they were there.
Oh my, me say omubusa question time no. Say be busa questions. Na almost input because nyame aboy say nya say the chief justice were willing to speak. Because some of these questions ni nsem bi baba we because anke yente. Because me saying minority for no boy but say 1 or 2 questions because we could have also have the opportunity to ask say why becoming a chief justice in this controversial situation, how will you feel? You can ask this question and your question question wayward because look at the Jacob Faba Mamin Kwase say you acted during the midst of virtually you are ban. When you finally become the chief judge, how will you feel that you are benefiting from this circumstance? You could have asked this question so that you wouldn't be me and Fabi free. Now, one could a question in my no. We feel disenfranchised about at this particular time because Moko Manko and this is for your majority.
Are you okay also with the posture of Ayariga?
Me say Ayariga. Like of the observation during the previous vettings, the course during the ministerial vetting, some were thinking I said Afenyo was bullying his way through, and that time now Ayariga wasn't all that sinnable or na nya de ehunu sa. By this time, I'm the number one say this is a very critical situation, and for that my Chief Justice, omunya fairness, afenyo and managing unusual tricks as they may attempt to say. What you
so
say?
you were okay, sir, and I say you saw Ayariga so the posturing, no
and yeah, but that is a mere but do our representations for us because assembly one ECOWAS court to Commonwealth court to Amampany went here, and what he's doing there's nothing unconstitutional. Say unconstitutional, senka yetimi dia court. Jame make the one poku say maame no. With the interpretation Attorney General go seek for say the conditions and man na me the imagine was say omunya bibi o my maame keto be about some of the answers nominee provide here no my say my kind of person means more judgment ya na judges in the by me I have issues about it, and this will tell you say indeed I'm now vindicated. The law is the law. It's not the law at all times. What I say because me atai and some bonny am catches atai year over the years. He deserve a life sentence, not even 70 years. Now the man we near to baby now say say you care about your life. Now yenya now wants to or to tubo Ghana for there. Mr. Nominee, you didn't think about them. Oh, I think overcome, but the impact, you know, and I say effect on your
the
judgment.
import of your comment.
Any judgment in my person because fine, your issues power with some of the judgment of pronouncing, but I say oh man umrani any dia de manti and then I gonna for you.
Yeah.
Maybe asante DC yana agotamde kakra so say me de me MC me mra me ti say Chief Justice ka say atai Omanhene 70 instead of 30. Or say no or say 30, but Omanhene 30 years and ko be kwa bantem e me bia na yire ne na busuafo no de abufuo no be bom musu nto Omanhene 70 se be ya onkomra no
no abakokra
no awu ko ba se na ne matiase nya na nra okoya ne bagel be hageni se na ne mane na no matiase te nipa ne be di uboni a ade wontimi musa se papa na owu ye ne ba ne ba
na busua we now kai small boy bi no
yes
boy bi of Cape Coast pa
ne kai
o se mami bi ayedai mami bi ne ma ne ko tu ma oba o hwehwe ya ko hu mami ne ma
yes
enye food for thought ahomachia oti ya koko we steam mami ne ma nyina
sa young man ne story na
they no se one ayi sexy don and
yes me kai ne story no
enti dia wo ka say wa mobi
papa inu o keke dia me dia nra me yam se me kakra
say
dru ba bi a nipa
say kwaya judges no mo de ma judgment no ya na pempi enye say mrati
Debi e basa so a
omo discretion
obi life o to me no a ye de mra na ma so fa gu bum na chirechire mu anti na mo ka so a akota ye ntimi nka bi
o ka bebe so a
ye bra ayi asamadu ne be yu ho ano oso
asamadu so ye nkoma
itiafo bo se na nipa nyina
ye asamafo ye nya yaw
but uko KS ye
brasamadu be yu ano asamadu so ye nkoma
itiafo bo se ne ye edin so barakota ehadwene itu omo soso no judges no soso no du ba bi akonto omo makwan na bi omo provide a small avenue bi so ho na nke bi amanfo pass a comment one or two bi about eniema ni bi no mo nchirechire ye mu ye no mo mra no thy will thy come thy bosom thy wan by head d4 nita ye ntiase so ho akota kakra on your friend say afenyo ne Mahama Yariga media me feel say edu baby no Mahama Yariga so afenyo marking so ema ebeye ten dodo me feel say na nko otwa so ade ana minority ni pe nyina akonta was say omubega Ghana for attention no eno na Mahama Yariga obuaye ema minority for ni nya na nra no asema na your friend say afenyo eba beka disputed nominee o said there akota mi no mi ni ho dance say papa yi appointment ni ade ewo ECOWAS court.
That's right.
It will ye ka disputed e bone and as abrofo ne ye nti ase
or because say afenyo no personally emfa court ntino ontimi use sa word ne say disputed but obi at the court or challenge bibi or home. It is a use disputed and I day. And moreover, Nanka, Mamma Yarga so bit by chain, say afenyo can you be in area.
Namusum
comedy. Okay, we are again. I say I have also okay. That's an answer. My fair quiet. Obiana no can wear the Bakubia and Casa as a teacher near on any student at classroom now.
You cannot say this.
You cannot say this. I will not allow you
as long as I sit here.
Why I feel not be unnecessary near my name.
Since when the I got become a headmaster?
For close to 3 hours.
Yes.
Close to 3 hours. And I'm saying
because the NDC membership and the NDC faithful.
The MPP for no
the MPP
87 no
NDC for attacking NDC members at the appointment committee. In previous appointments, said, Oma treaty Afenyo with kids' gloves. They did not have it easy. So this time around, a young guy, they had their members at the back of their mind. And somehow, it was bitter. It's not right to say this time. And that is what he told him. Say, as long as I sit in this committee, I will not allow you.
Yes.
And that is it. And now Mahama Ega is a hero in the eyes of
MPP for no
Afenyo so a hero. Yes.
And akoye na na Ghana for no ye na ye no. Sebi dede we ne.
And say
solid hours we a. Mu ko so be ne ba so ma yen. So it do ba bia ya omuntu omobo kakra na MPP ni NDC system no omunsusu antwi ni twan dodo. No omo ya so nkwa didi akota ketwa bi on MPP aduchum ne
na when say tremeso
now they say ko he
when say you the mini say not lie okay
nobody can do that
struggle to remember
this morning I hear voice here. Go ahead. My name this morning is Bernard Ahiafo. Go ahead,
Mr. Speaker.
It's me CMP before this Ahiafo.
And also, Maniji who also no enjoy. Okay, Honorable Mama Yarga, what do you have to say?
You have made your case. Continue.
Continue.
Minority leader.
Continue. Just what you wanna. Continue. Wow.
And then I'm so kind.
Akuta, kakra bi say. Many aje Dr. Duchum. History or de maye no.
So his data not history.
Oh, okay, he's giving history and data. Continue.
It's history and data.
The word history is very derogatory.
Oh, Akuta, what my figures be or say you be about first time or Ghana back or same.
I
what my figures?
Buzia.
It's history no de maye.
It's history.
Yes.
I have ruled on it. It's history.
History and data.
No Educhum beba. Akuta. No, about the winning MPP first time.
For the first time.
And about me asusu church mo me ho.
Now me papa kwa no vice president.
Me papa kwa no vice president.
Emma not people's vice chairman, not people's party.
So no manfra enkranfo kakra baby.
We kakra baby. So the bottom line, ya o ka kwesi say.
E dey make ka kwesi any say. Omo movie from one point be aba a certain point
be. Kanena
nenka we beke kanadwene we be di we atem we be tutu bi ama we no. Se omo obi e kire obi koka bibi for obi ho a ode party no ene niam bi asisi politics.
So you like that?
Yes, I could take
here.
History no so omo nka unu say history ni bi wono ma enema no sebi omo fanya hwe.
Data is important.
Akota data nye data bi na we here. Okoka PSP history na akwala